Live from West Hollywood, it's my Weho world. Everybody made it.
Yeah.
It's a Friday in West Hollywood.
With West Hollywood traffic.
Thank you both for coming on a
Yes.
Friday, and it was a tough day today, and it's a crazy time in the world. Our president just left for Europe. I think he's going for a blessing from the Vatican. Maybe the Pope will save him.
Might be the only place he gets a blessing.
Yes.
Well, this is a dynasty.
Well, if he pays for it, maybe.
Yeah, he thinks he's running a dynasty here. He thinks
Right.
he thinks he's Blake Carrington. Well, I want to welcome my guests, Richard Cortejo,
Yes,
and
yeah.
Brandon
Bronner.
Bronner. Welcome. I know you a long time, and I recently met you. I just wanted to announce though today, West Hollywood, the city won our case against this lovely lady here. She was suing, she lost, and hey, it's how it goes. Sometimes you go to court, you take your chances. Okay, I'm sure she had a very valid case, and I'm sure she made, but you lost. It is how it goes when you do that. But moving on, Richard, I met you out recently a couple weeks ago. At a place, I believe, where they sell alcohol.
Yes.
And you you were parading around with this button here, return our parade.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
And just tell me,
Okay.
how did you get involved with this?
Okay, so what it was someone came by and said, "Oh, they're not having the parade." I go, "No, they're having the parade. It's in June." And then I looked it up and found out they really weren't having the parade this year. And I was shocked. So I contacted City Hall and a few other people and found out that they really weren't having the parade.
Right, we're really not having
And no one knew it. None of my friends knew it. So I thought, if I don't know it and none of my friends know it, then there's probably a lot of people that have no idea
Right.
that the parade has been canceled. So I thought I should make them aware. I felt that was my goal. Make sure everybody knew the parade was canceled and maybe we can turn it around.
Well, your hashtag is return our parade.
Yes.
There it is, return our parade. Just make sure my camera guy gets that. Okay. And
Everything's with a hashtag these days.
everything's a hashtag. When I was a kid, that was a pound sign.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's on the phone, yeah.
For the phone.
Yeah.
Or, LB. Okay. And Brandon, you are the VP of the National Board of Directors of Marriage and Equality USA.
Yes, I was.
And you were.
Yes.
And what are you doing now?
Now I'm in the midst of launching 5 different companies. I'm starting my own foundation, which is Q World Foundation.
What is Q World?
Q World is a foundation to build a brighter tomorrow by actively building the foundation today, right?
Right.
With those around you. I'm launching a public education campaign, which I hope to be the largest public education campaign that you've ever seen.
Very good.
Thank you. Called Human Me. So hashtag Human Me.
Hashtag, another hashtag.
Yeah, and so I'm doing that because I feel though we're getting lost in our digital divide, right? When we were young, people taught us how to raise our hand, walk in a straight line with your other fellow citizens, cross the street, all of that. Nobody ever taught everybody how to behave with one another over the digital divide. So we have to remind them. I'm just mad at Grindr, really. No.
You're just mad at Grindr. That's a dirty word.
No,
That's
I'm
a dirty
kidding.
word on city property. It's a very, very, very,
Right.
very dirty, very dirty
They're
word.
located right around here somewhere.
Across the street.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so you're kind of you think the Resist Parade is good. Doesn't seem to bother you that we're canceling the Pride Parade and we're going with this Resist March.
So I have a couple different ways to look at it. I think that, one, I would change the frame a little bit because I think that we can actually be standing upon the energy and the momentum of the gay community with the Resist Parade. So it's during Gay Pride, it's during that whole time, people's energy will be at a certain level. I also think that it's really important to harness the energy that's actively out there. People need a route, a vehicle in order to put that energy through and make it productive.
Don't you think, which a lot of people have written to me, and I've got some questions that we'll get there that we could all answer together. There is no right or wrong answer. But a lot of people say, well, by us changing our schedule around, we've given in to this presidency, we've given in to this whole regime, all right, and they made us change. In other words, it'd be kind of like after 9/11, if the President Bush never threw that baseball out for the World
Right.
Series. I don't know, that was a big moment. Where, in other words, we're not stopping what we're doing because we were just attacked. I feel we're in California, or many people feel we're in California. We already are the Resist.
Yeah.
We're a blue state. We're not a battleground state. You know, they feel like, well, we're changing this. Like, that's what a lot of people are feeling and thinking. We're giving in to them. Now I get it. You say there's a lot of momentum. There's a lot of, and you're saying we should just party in the street.
Right, well, I'm not partying in the street. The parade is so much
Naked?
more. Yeah, naked. The parade is so much more than a party. It means a lot to so many people, more than, some people can't even put a price tag on it. You go there, you see friends, family, officials, policemen, everybody, there for you, celebrating you.
People
and
giving their lives for us to
yeah.
have this parade as well. You
Yeah.
forget,
I've gone to a million of them, and I still get teary-eyed at a parade because I know all these people are cheering for our lifestyle,
for
for
our
us.
lifestyle, right?
Straight people around you, people pushing babies and carts. It's not a protest march. It's a parade.
Yeah.
I moved to Los Angeles 30 years ago. This is 30 years ago in February. This past February of 2017. I'm with my husband, March 11th, 30 years. Thank you very much. My producer, Jan Michael. I love the bubble up. We moved to West Hollywood exactly 20 years ago. And I moved here because I liked being with my own kind of being gay.
Yeah.
I love straight people, God only knows.
You wouldn't be here without them.
Couldn't be here without them, exactly. Some of my best friends are straight. Okay, but it almost seems as if like we've become like a Disney attraction to mainstream media, correct?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give myself a hand.
That's
a really good analogy.
I've even learned to pat myself on the back. Okay. All right, like Harvey Farsi says, you have to learn to pat yourself on the back. Okay, it seems like we've become Main Street Disney attraction on Main Street, USA, for like bachelorette parties coming into our bars and boy kissy boy. And then they bring their boyfriends and then they hope that one of us will hit on their boyfriends. All right, and they'll. Don't you think my future husband is cute? Like honey, you don't want to know what I think. But do I make sense here? Do I have any witnesses here?
Yeah,
I might have met one or two.
we can go out tonight. We'll see. You have plenty of witnesses.
Yeah, and listen, I don't mind it, but I don't want. I feel like we're Macy's window, and that's not what my pride and what my movement.
I always say people walk by looking at the people in the bars and they say, "Oh, look at the gays in their natural habitat."
The gays in there goes one now. Brandon, you had a big draw on that one. Are you in your natural habitat?
I'm just envisioning some dancers at Mickey's
Yeah,
in the
right.
background.
A dancer at Mickey.
I actually got into a debate once with somebody about it and about how that was inappropriate. And I was like, well, they don't need to drive through West Hollywood if they have the sanctity of their children's going to be ruined because they're right. Because there's some go-go dancers in the thing. Like, relax.
Well, you can't stop progress.
No.
And you can't stop change. But I don't want to be an attraction. I think that a lot of the gay community is growing downtown now.
Mm-hmm.
It's because, and one reason is that most people say the girls, the women won't go downtown because it's too scary still.
Well, like
It
it
is
used to be
scary
here.
still.
Like, it used to-
It is a little scary.
used to be scary. Listen, you should know 30 years ago. All right. Okay.
This was like a ghetto area.
You know,
I
mean,
lived in the ghetto.
It was, you know.
You did, well, it was before you got here.
Of course, they've improved it for me. I don't know.
They improved it for you, yeah.
So, are you going to be in the parade, Brandon?
No, I'm always hungover. I can. When the parade was here, I love the parade, but I have to like wake up first. I'm like my Red Bull vodka,
Yeah.
Your Red Bull, your vodka.
all of that. Yeah.
And so, anyhow, we have some viewer mail, and I won't name names, but here, one person writes in, "Dear Joel Q, how can the city and Christopher Street West give up our parade for the Resist March while also inviting Aaron Carter to perform at the festival, a known Trump supporter, knowing the Resist March is a protest against Donald Trump's agenda? We emailed Chris Clayson and Craig Bowers, who run Christopher Street West. They did read the emails, but no response. And I reached out to a couple of the city council members.
Mm-hmm.
One of them just sent me a link. Don't you love that? When you ask somebody a question, they send you a hyperlink. It's like, take a pill.
Yeah.
Right?
But not as good.
Right?
Richard and Councilman D'Amico, thank you very much, John D'Amico. He answered back with would you read his response,
Oh, great. I
Richard?
didn't bring my glasses. Where's his response at?
Right underneath there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to catch you off guard.
That's
there.
a good answer from a council
can you
member.
read it?
Yeah, I'll read it.
Okay.
You wanna read it?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Output's question to the CSW staff. I do not speak for the city. The staff reports and adapted policies decisions speak for themselves. The Resist March is an active way to engage with the politics of the moment, which I think is great. We should engage with it.
Speak up, Dar. Speak up.
Okay, sorry.
Can't hear you.
The parade is an important way to celebrate, and we can return to it next year. For this year, a longer, more engaged Resist event seems more appropriate. I am not aware of Aaron Carter and his politics, but the CSW Festival is not anti-Trump. It is pro-LGBT. And I understand how this is to combine the two, but I see it as a protest. Oh, sorry, I can't read it. Go ahead.
Where are you? I understand how easy it is to combine the two, but as I see it, I'm protesting persecution and oppression everywhere, showing up to show that I exist as part of a coalition and celebrating who I am in spite of the threats and challenges.
That's thank you, dears. It's a feeling. It is what it's what they're doing.
It's true. It's true. I think it's true. It's I have a question though. Does the march come here through here? How does that work?
I think they'll do their passing out here.
Where are the dikes on bikes? That's what I need to know.
I met with CSW, and there is no dikes on bikes.
Oh,
but I met with CSW. They said it starts at Hollywood Highland. It's going to be Black Lives Matter, the Women's March, the immigrants, and the gays can come too. And we're gonna march from. They're all going to come. They're hoping on the train at Hollywood Highland, and they're going to march 2.5 miles down to West Hollywood.
Okay.
Now, like you just said earlier, we didn't get up for the parade till 10, 11 o'clock because you got to wake up.
Some of us.
It's Sunday morning.
You know.
It's Sunday morning.
So I don't know how they think all of the gays from West Hollywood are going to get up to Hollywood Highland by 8 a.m. sharp. They say. I don't know how that's going to happen.
Well, if we don't get up and out there, it'll be every other group instead of us, and it's our Pride weekend.
So that's what I work. Yeah.
So do you think it's all going to end here?
Yeah.
So it will be.
So there'll
really
be everybody.
packed.
Well, it's a smaller festival because of the construction at the park.
The park, right?
So,
West Hollywood Park.
Okay.
There's construction going on.
So it can only.
right now.
I guess they can only house 5,000 people at this time, and maybe that's all that's going to show up. So it might be okay.
Well, I asked a friend of mine.
I'm the only 5,000. That's not enough to go around.
It's supposed to be a couple 100,000. So I'm not sure where they're all going to go. The Abbey.
I asked a friend of mine.
That's where I usually go.
I asked a friend of mine, Brian Worrell. He's the owner of the Gold Coast Bar, which is the second oldest bar in West Hollywood. I asked him, "How do you feel about the replacement of the parade with the march if it will affect your business. He says, when it's over, I'll let you know what I support. I give it a chance, but I do love to see a parade. It's going to be so long. I do hope they made the right decision. So there you see, as a business owner, no one knows how this is going to impact.
And I don't know either. I have no idea, and I'm
No,
sure you have
it
no idea.
Sounds
Well,
like it'll be cheaper,
it's-
right? They don't have to rent the cars. They don't have to
rent the
do
cars.
all of that, and we're
They don't
gonna
have to clean up the street.
We're gonna
let
march
things stand
anyways,
around.
right? They're gonna just give them a couple boas. There'll be a parade.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
It will be.
We could do that. It's
Speaking of that, if they could have given them a couple boas and they could have had the Dyson bikes, why didn't they just have the parade
Right.
and have the march join up at the end of it?
just-
Have them both.
Yeah, it's just I guess it sounds like a little bit of poor planning. It could have been planned a little bit better to differentiate.
It seems like it came up very fast.
Well,
And
yeah.
they didn't tell anybody.
No,
they
it just
say
was
they did,
boom.
but I
It seemed
didn't.
like Hillary
was
Clinton
just
should have been
all
president too. But
I think they could have worked with a few of the people in the city and probably came up with a good plan.
yeah, I agree with that. But I do have to say that I think that West Hollywood is it's an icon. You say that we don't want to become an object just stared into. But really, the activism that starts in West Hollywood and the energy of the Gay Pride Parade that we're not having this year is still it's really important, and the fact that we're having all of these other groups converge at a time when our country's going to, I can't say the word, so I won't say it, but our country's going to something. That's really important, and I think that there's a way to harness that, and we can still have a parade.
Yeah, and for instance, when I did speak to CSW, they said they got the idea from DC, how DC is doing it.
CSW is Christopher Street.
Oh, Christopher Street West, I'm
Right,
sorry.
okay.
Don't you
And
think we
DC
should do our own
and
parade?
DC
Why don't
Right,
we-
just show up
what do
and-
I need,
right.
Chris?
Oh,
What do
no.
I need a CSW
I live on
for
Flores. We just started at City Hall, and we march down and have drinks. I just
Right.
drink in the street anyways. That's what I
Yeah.
do. So
Yeah.
sorry, don't listen to me.
But what I was saying was they said they got the idea, not the idea, but they want to be matched up with DC. DC is doing the parade and the march. The parade on Saturday and the march on Sunday.
Right.
We could have done the same thing here.
But isn't it like
Here's
the
a
same
good
thing,
question.
I
Brandon,
guess?
I'll let you read this question. You have a really good reading voice.
Okay, thank you.
This
And you
is
can see it.
Yeah, and you can see it. There you go. Read that question.
Okay.
Good.
From someone in Weho.
Weho.
I don't even know where I live. I have felt for many years that the Gay Pride Parade in general was jaded, and that the festival was just a moneymaker for non-West Hollywood business. The gay community should be rethinking the Pride theme, since now with gay marriage and all other equal rights, we have our Pride. I think now is the time to change the day as a dedication to maintain our rights and our pride. The Resistance March may be a good change all around. I have some opinions about that, and I think
What do you think of that?
I think that it's true. What they said, the sentiment that they said is a little bit true, and we don't see it a lot here because we live in West Hollywood. But when you go to other places like Portland, I'm from Portland, and it's because people think we have equality now. It's less of a need to self-ghettoize, as they say, because people feel accepted everywhere. And the thing that I have to say about that is that that may be true. We need to continue having our pride, because that is the biggest legacy the gay community can have on this planet, is that we told society to flip off.
It goes back to Anita Bryant.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
You know.
And we need to do that. But we also need to continue to congregate. We need, as a gay community, we need our gay ghetto.
We need our community.
It can't just become these social apps that
Our
are
gay
online.
ghetto.
Yeah.
A gay ghetto.
Well, it's fabulous. It's
Yeah,
a fabulous.
is.
It has glitter and
Ghetto
everything.
fabulous.
There's a lot of people. A lot of people aren't going to understand that. Brandon.
Right, I know.
I know. We understand.
But I know,
it
like-
was a gay ghetto,
Yeah.
and I hate to use that word, but it's in our vocabulary.
Yeah.
Just like there was the Warsaw ghetto, and what the Germans did to the Jews, they put them in a ghetto, and they created. It was our gay ghetto. But we felt safe.
Yes.
All right. We felt. I don't know. It was there to keep us in or them out.
A little bit of both,
Well,
I think.
All right, I'm
I think
not
a little bit of
quite
both.
sure of what those city boundaries did, but it worked.
Mm-hmm.
It worked. Now it seems that we have more crime,
Mm-hmm.
we have more vicious attacks. Just Google it, okay? In West Hollywood,
Right.
why? Because there's money coming here. There's like we were talking about apartments earlier. You can't be 35 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago. A guy coming out could move to West Hollywood and say, I'm going to come out here, I'm going to find myself
Right,
here.
right, right,
They'll
right.
help me. There's communities here, the LGBT Center, okay, the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, whatever your needs may need. There's all kinds of support here. And you could get a reasonable rent.
Right.
High. Unless you're really
If
wealthy
you're
or
cute.
dad's got a big bank account. What did you say?
If you're cute,
Or
you
if
can
you're
get a
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're cute and interested with someone a lot older.
I don't have any openings right now, but
yeah,
that could
but those
change.
guys that are they're all taken already, I think.
Yeah, I think so,
I
too.
put my safe out on. I put my out there on Grinder and stuff. All I do is say jump back. They tell me to go back in the grave. The one guy wrote to me, he said, "Looks like you fell out of Shangri-La." the nerve.
That's why I don't go on those things.
The nerve.
That's why I don't go on those sites. I'm
That
afraid.
wasn't you. I wasn't talking
That wasn't
to
me.
you the next day. That's another whole subject.
Yeah.
Especially with the city of West
Yeah,
Hollywood.
that's a
love
whole
that.
subject right there.
That is a whole subject. But it is it's become the pride, the parade, the whole theme and everything. I think we are losing a little bit of what it was about. Now I get it. We have to evolve, but. But it's everyone because Trump resist and yeah, we're resisting. As a gay man, I feel I'm resisting every day I wake up. Not resisting, but I have to say I am who I am, and whether it be relatives, family members, and boy, I get a lot of that. I'm Italian. So, all right.
You get an ear bowl.
I'm in court with 2/3 of my family right now. Okay, this is how it is. Oh, you're just a gay relative and you deserve nothing. Hello, we resist every day. But I feel this is West Hollywood. Why, wow. Now we're moving it up to Hollywood and Highland, and we're going to march down here, and I can only imagine how we're going to be when we. When this
We're going to be
when this
resisting,
ends
that's
up
for
here.
sure.
And resist. I've marched. I'm not against the resist march. I think it's great, and I've done plenty of protests, a lot of protests. But the feeling you get after a protest is not exactly jubilation. It's I'm still so angry.
Yeah.
Why they do that? So you go home and that's it. But a parade is a beginning of a party to celebrate ourselves.
Oh, honey, we're still going to party. I promise that. But
we're party.
I want to say something about what you just said. Is that I was the lead trainer on No on Prop 8. I've been advocating for the gay community for around 15 years now.
That's why I met you. We were working on that.
And so I hate marches. I'm just going to tell you, I hate marches. I hate rallies. I hate all of them. But you know what? They're really necessary. I hate them because
I did after Prop
I'm
8.
always doing the phone banks, the this, the that. But they're really necessary because it would
just like
get
the
people
phone
in.
banks are
Yes.
necessary,
Brings
and the
attention.
flyers and everything else is necessary.
It is, but you have to. What has to occur is I went to Bernie Sanders a week ago, right? And people are there, and they're.
When you say you went to Bernie
Where was
Sanders,
that?
He came
his
here.
town hall.
Yeah, he came here
With,
for
was he-
Writers Guild.
Right, with the Writers Guild.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
And you people were just jubilacious, or is that our word?
Yeah.
Bigly.
Bigly.
Our
They're
president
jubilant.
has invented new words, so nothing's off base.
I never know if he says
okay.
big league or bigly. I have no idea.
So
Melania and I are
They're all
completely
there.
into that.
they're all there, and you can feel the passion in the room. But they're there because he has celebrity. They want to see Bernie Sanders.
Right.
But the problem is that you have to learn how to translate that into meaningful action that's actually going to make a difference. Like, we can all go resist as much as we want.
Just as we're
but-
sitting here
Right.
and want to talk about this, you still have to transcend this out to
Yes.
the television waves and come across,
Right.
and hopefully we make sense to people tonight.
Exactly.
Okay, right. Just like you can be a great politician, or someone you can say you're really good at comedy, or you're a real jokester around at a party, but now try to do it on stage.
Right.
You got to know how to transcend that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think as Catholics we call it transubstantiation. Okay, that's
I must have missed that class.
That's
Now they just call it ascension.
when Jesus was on the top of Mount Carmel, and Moses appeared, and Abraham appeared, and Elijah appeared, and they let him know who he
That
really
was my
is.
last year's gay pride.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I think Jesus was at Gay Pride last year. I
Jesus
remember
is-
Jesus.
Yeah, he
West
is.
Hollywood Jesus. I
The
love West Hollywood
I love the
Jesus.
West Hollywood Jesus.
He's everywhere. So I see him up.
Him and the
Sunset
Roses
Way on
lady.
it. Yeah.
What's that?
Him and
the
Roses
lady.
Roses-
Roses?
I
love her.
The
love her,
Roses
too.
lady. I have a clip on the Roses lady. When we started my Weho World 9 years ago, one of the first clips that we did, just going out, it was still kind of gayer. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know what I mean? It was still fun. And we interviewed, I don't think I did that interview. Someone else did the interview. Did I do?
And her name's not Rosa, by the way.
Her name's not Rosa, but like what, she.
Everyone calls her Rosa.
I just say
the
the
Rosa
line.
lady still comes out. The Rosa lady still comes out. Let's try to get into one more question here.
Okay.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah. Would you like to?
Okay.
Should have brought my glasses. I don't know why.
It's okay. I like the attention.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, this is from Reverend Troy Perry. He's the founder of MCC. Brandon, you can read that.
As the co-founder of Christopher Street West, I am thrilled to see them change the 2017 Pride Parade to a human rights march. For me, it's always been about humanizing our community, standing up for those who need us most, and giving a voice to those who are sometimes invisible. Marching for human rights fits squarely within the principles of CSW's founding. I'll see you all on June 11th.
That's Troy Perry. He's the founder of MCC. He's been here and sat right where you're sitting. Yeah. He's been here.
Did he have a makeup artist?
Did he?
I had a makeup artist.
I know. We
I
didn't
got
have a
one.
makeup artist that day. I've got some makeup over there if you want to borrow.
Well, no, I'm just saying your production
How
staff
about
is
my
wonderful.
eyeliner? Did I balance the eyes? Okay. It's
perfect.
No. That this man, he's got a lot to say. He started this church, in his basement, basically, or in someone's living room, and MCC is now worldwide.
Yeah.
And he's a best-selling author. He's had death threats. He's been through. He was back with Anita Bryant and the whole stage where we're just evil people, and gays are evil and they want your children.
They want your children.
Like Lifetime.
I'm glad that part's over.
Like Lifetime television, men are evil and they will hurt you. So well, we're a little close on time.
I mean, I agree with
Maybe Brandon
the
wants to
Reverend.
wear the.
I want a button.
You want a button
Oh,
just
thank you.
for the it's not. Listen, we're not saying.
No.
We're not saying the resist.
I am not
We're saying
against the Resist. I think the
we're saying
Resist
we
looks
need to
great.
keep our pride. We should never change anything.
I'm saying meet a boyfriend at the Resist March,
Meet a
bring him
boyfriend.
back to Pride,
Are
and then
you-
meet another one the next day.
Brandon-
It's Pride.
That's
Brandon,
multiple boyfriends.
what is your stage name on Grindr, Scruff, and all Recon and all them?
Oh, I
if
can't say
anybody
that
wants
on
to-
this thing.
Hashtag Brandon.
Oh, it must be.
Do they have screen names? I don't.
Hashtag.
Looking. Hashtag.
Are you guys both single?
Yes.
Oh, you're both two single gentlemen here. Two very good-looking single gentlemen here. They'll be so.
And I have a pen.
You have the pin.
Got a pin, yay.
And I have lots of pins, and I'm going to be handing them out all weekend, along with my little flyers.
Yeah, I need to show my boyfriend that I support the march he's at.
I thought you just said you were
and the
single.
parade. I know. I'm going to meet a boyfriend.
Oh, you're gonna be
yeah.
a boyfriend.
What's Gay Pride for? How are you going to be proud if you?
You're going to be open to
Yeah.
both.
Who's buying my drinks? I mean,
You're
God.
confusing me here. Boyfriend, no boyfriend. I didn't
Well,
know
not
what's
yet.
going
He's
on.
looking forward.
Yeah, it's that day. He just comes.
You'll
along.
meet a boyfriend
I'm
that
open
day.
It's
to
Friday.
universal
Well, you know
possibility.
what? It's going to be a fun time. I'm sure I'm going to see you all out there. Okay, you can't miss me. Okay, I'll be the blob that looks like New Jersey. Hey, can we just say goodnight, West Hollywood? Good night.
Good night, West
Hollywood.
And we're out. And Donald Trump is probably landed in.
Do you know what? He might be
I
gone by
hope he's
June
got
11th.
Was he here?
Fired.
Donald Trump might be gone by June 11th. He might not be here.
Is he here? I don't want to know that. No, I'm